Welcome to my awesome health journey. I am Brett Dupree, and this is going to be my week update. I have a lot of things in my head right now, so I'm actually thinking I'm doing another series right now. It's at 3 parts, I think. Making up videos that only a few people watch, but for the few people who watch it, I know it makes an impact, and that's fun. This has been an interesting week for me overall. Last Saturday, I went out with a friend and had a big ass steak. Had a lot of butter, had some bread with butter, um, drank a little, just a little, and spent a lot of money. But I felt awful afterwards, and I think it made me very bloated and felt gross. So I did it on Saturday. My Sunday yoga was awful. I felt so stiff and awful. I just pretty much went through the motions. It's not because Anj was the coach that day, it was fun, but it's all kind of sad because I like Sylvia's class a lot. But I was awful, and then Monday came around and I wasn't feeling it. And then Monday night happened, and every hour on the hour I woke up because I had to go pee. So much so that makes you worry that something's wrong with your prostate type pee. And then like all day, Tuesday and Wednesday a lot. It was like, oh man, I just had to pee. Felt like I had to pee all the time. And then yesterday, Thursday, things started to slow down and be relatively normal. And then today, so far, has been normal. I still feel like I pee too much, but I think that's life in the 40s is urinating more. But what I think happened, I think it's almost a combination of two things. I think what happened is I just ate a lot and especially fat, and that just made me bloated. And I just retained so much water, and then I started eating normal. A lot of fat, and then I want to show you. This is my Blend blender. This is my health drink. I showed you making it, but yeah, I like drinking on my Blend blender. I still don't think it's weird. So suck it, Dad. Who's like, oh, that's my son. Why would I waste a good blender? The straw fits perfectly fine. Do I have to put it all in another glass? Why should I get 2 glasses dirty? Efficiency. Anyway, so yesterday's workout was great. In fact, no, actually Monday workout wasn't bad, actually. So it was just Monday, because Monday was strong and steady at Orange Theory, and that's when I gave Josh the double middle finger. Josh is one of the coaches. He always makes it a joke that like he finds it funny when people give him the middle finger, and that workout was just hard. I don't think I pushed out hard as I can. I think that's why I think it's not bad, but hard as I could if I was at 100%, because I was still kind of like feeling gross. And I gave him, because that workout was so hard. And by the time I was like, especially a lot of core, and I was telling this is awesome. This sucks. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give Josh a double middle, like, hey Josh, and give him middle finger. And then everyone, and then like Josh like laughed, of course, because he finds that funny, and he called it out. And all of a sudden, like, it felt like I got a standing ovation because I think that was just a hard workout. Oh man, that was a hard workout. Yeah, that was Monday. So actually, it wasn't that bad. But today was awesome. So the people who've been following me know that my ankle was hurting 2 years ago, and my hamstring has been hurting. So last March was the last time. I think it was March. Was it March of 2025? I'm gonna pause the video for a second. It was March. March of this year, we did the 0.25 mile, and I did it in a minute 53. I do 0.13, power walking at 6%. And I did it in a minute 53, which was like, okay. I felt it was fine because it was under 2 minutes, because the first time I did it in June of 2025, I did 2:03. But like September of 2025, I did 1:41, which I did the first, because you have 2 chances. I did the first time today, which I been meaning to check this, but I haven't. And so that's 4.5 miles an hour the entire time. So apparently I was able to do this September of last year. That's right before I hurt my hamstring. So as proof that I both healed my hamstring and improved is today, on the second time, I was able to do 5 miles an hour the entire time and did 1 minute and 31 seconds. So this is a 10-second improvement from my PR, not a 20-second improvement like I first thought, which is slightly disappointing because I really wanted that 20 seconds improvement because that feels great. But 10 seconds improvement in a 0.13, especially 0.13, because that's not as long to improve is great. And at 5 miles an hour, that means I'm really, not really close, but I'm closer to my goal of being able to run 6 miles an hour, because 6 miles an hour is a 10-minute mile. And that's my Orange Theory goal, is a 10-minute mile. And I'm working towards that, especially if I keep on working them butt muscles and glutes and be able to not hurt myself again and have proper form. Work on engaging my core and all that jazz and all the good gait things of splaying my toes and being able to push off, all those wonderful things, be able to get to the point where I can run 6 miles, because 5 miles an hour is at least a plod/jog. And no, being able to do that made me feel very happy, especially since, when I started, I was walking at like 0.8 miles an hour, working towards 1 mile an hour that first like month. And then the second month I was able to go above. And I remember going like, oh, I can't wait till I hit 2 miles an hour, work up to it. And bam, this is not that long ago, like 3 years ago, 3 miles an hour was like, I can't wait to hit, that's my impossible goal. And now my impossible goal is 6 miles an hour. So it's just, I like improving. It's the carrot, right? I think that's the two things we need to continue to be disciplined and work out. We need the carrot and the stick, and also the carrot and the stick and the sacred modality. I would say they're the 3 pillars, the triangle of being able to do something consistently, at least for me. You need the stuff that makes you happy to do it, which are goals, feeling better, losing weight, all those fun things. You need the motivation. I don't want to die in 20 years. I want to be able to not go into a home. I want to, I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to be, as heavy, all those things. Those are the motivation versus inspiration. But also, I think it's just important, the modality of it, being able to just make it a thing that you do. Because if it isn't, inspiration and motivation both take energy. It takes energy to inspire yourself. It takes energy to motivate yourself. What doesn't take energy is just doing it. And you need to cultivate just doing it, because some days you're not gonna have it. Some days I don't have the energy to motivate me or inspire me. I do have the motivation to just get up and go, or just have the energy just because that's just what I do. And I think that's the secret to consistency, is just getting to the habit of making it something that you do. In fact, I was able to slot yoga in that. Has helped me because my hips are a lot better, and that's going to help me in my goal of 6 miles an hour if I, loosening up my hips, because hips are very important for walking/running or jogging. And I feel really good today. Plus it's a day off of work, which is fun. I take my car in, that's not fun, but I'm going to continue reading Dungeon Crawler Carl at the, while I wait for my car oil change. So anyways, thank you for watching. I love you, for who you are. And as always, you are worthy.